You know the old story, right? To build something huge, you needed an army. You needed a CTO, a marketing team, 10 engineers, and just endless soul-crushing meetings. That whole model, that whole way of thinking about how to create, it's not just old, it's a fossil. Because that entire rulebook isn't just being rewritten, it's being deleted in real time. We've just slammed the door on the past and kicked open the door to a new era. An era that's going to make the mobile revolution, even the internet itself, look like a small test run. So, welcome to the agent era. This is the moment where one person, just one, armed with the right AI, can do what it used to take an entire bloated department to accomplish. Let's really break down what that means, because it changes everything. Look at this. On the left, you've got the past, a slow, expensive team stuck in meetings. On the right, you have the now, one single hyper-leveraged operator commanding a literal swarm of AI agents. The scale of this shift is it's almost impossible to fully process. It's not a fair fight. But to really get what's happening, you have to understand a critical distinction. The AI we've all been playing with, that's not what we're talking about here. This isn't an upgrade. We're talking about a completely different species of technology. For the last couple of years, everyone's been obsessed with chatbots. You ask, it answers. It's cool, but it's passive. It's basically a fancy search engine. An agent, though? An agent is something else entirely. It doesn't just talk, it does. A chatbot gives you knowledge. An agent gives you execution. It's your new autonomous workforce. And I mean, it does things. We're talking about an AI that can open a browser, navigate websites on its own, write code, find the bugs in that code, and then fix them. It deploys entire applications, connects APIs, and juggles tasks across all the tools you use. And it can do it all at once. This is AI with hands. This is AI acting in the real world. So here's the mind-blowing part. You stop being a micromanager. You don't give it a list of tasks, you give it a goal. One single command, like build me a full product. And the agent just goes. It runs the entire playbook, research, build, test, launch, while you, literally, do nothing. You just watch. And this brings us to the brutal, unavoidable truth of this new world. This isn't a feel-good story for everyone. If your job is to perform a specific task, to be a cog in a machine, yeah, this is terrifying. But if you're a founder, a creator, a builder, you've just been handed an unbelievable superpower. Okay, now we get to the really scary part. Because all of this, it's not theory anymore. It's not coming soon. A specific tool just dropped that makes all of this a practical reality today. And frankly, it changes everything. The insiders who've seen it are calling it Google Antigravity. And this quote from someone who used it, it just nails the feeling. It's like the fundamental laws of physics for building things have just been switched off. All the weight, all the time, all the cost, it just vanishes into thin air. And I need you to be crystal clear on this. This is not another coding assistant. It is not autocomplete on steroids. It is not a cute little tool that helps you write one function a bit faster. This is an entirely new category of creation engine, a total quantum leap. So what is it? We're calling it an AI production engine. And what that means is it's not a tool, it's a team. It's an entire senior-level development team in a box. You give it a single goal and it handles the rest. Building, testing, iterating, all the way to a finished working product. And we're talking about the whole shebang, not just writing code. We're talking about creating the full project structure, designing the UI, building the back-end logic, handling authentication, connecting databases, integrating APIs, and maybe the craziest part, it runs its own tests and fixes its own errors. Think about that. This is where the time compression just becomes staggering. A project that took a senior team weeks of planning, coding, and deploying is now done in minutes from a single prompt. You can generate a complete shippable application in the time it takes you to drink a cup of coffee. When you compress weeks into minutes, the conclusion is stark, and there's just no avoiding it. This is no longer a conversation about AI helping developers. This is about AI replacing the need for most of them, period. Now, a technological leap this massive doesn't just change workflows, it completely rewrites the economic rulebook. The consequences for the job market, for how businesses are structured, they're direct and they're brutal. And it all boils down to one single, devastatingly simple question that every single founder and CEO is now asking themselves. Why would I hire an entire team when one skilled person can command an army of AI agents to do the work faster, better, and for almost nothing?
Why?
The new math is simple, and it is absolutely unforgiving. What we are about to see is a historic, exponential explosion in productivity, and it is directly, perfectly correlated with a massive drop in the need for human headcount. That is the cold, hard logic of this new economy.
This right here, this is the core equation of the agent era. One person, augmented by these new tools, is now more powerful, more productive, and more valuable than 10 traditional employees. This is not about being a genius. This is about leverage, pure, raw, technological leverage. And this shift creates an entirely new role, the operator. An operator isn't an employee who does tasks. No, an operator is a commander. They are the ones who direct the AI workforce, who point the agents at a goal and say, go. So let's bring this all home. This is not a trend. This is not a fad you can just wait out. This is a fundamental turning point in history, and it presents a stark binary choice for every single one of us. There is no middle ground anymore. The entire 20th century promise of a career, the idea that you could be safe and successful just by being a specialized cog in a big corporate machine, that idea is dead. It's over. Technology is deleting it as we speak. From this point forward, there are only two roles left. There's the person who controls the machine, and there's the person who gets replaced by it. That's it. Those are your options. The agents are here. This power, the power of a giant corporation, is now in the hands of the individual. It's on your laptop, right now. So the only real question left is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to be ready, or are you going to watch someone else build the future without you?